Hi, and welcome to part 2 in this little mini-series about unpacking in Python. Today we will take a little closer look at unpacking and see how it can be useful for us in a number of ways. So to start off, this time I'm going to create a little function and I will let it return more than one value. So let's say I just have 3 values I want to return for some reason. So return 1, 2, and 3. Now, what I can do now is I can have 3 variables catching up the values I get. So let's print them. Let's print them in one print statement. Like that. And if we execute this program, we will see that A gets 1, B gets 2, C gets 3, like that. And what happens here is that there is both a packing and an unpacking going on behind the scenes here. Because if we remove the B and C and just print A here, we will see what is going on. We can see that what we get back here, A, is we'll catch all the values and we have normal parentheses around it indicating that this is a tuple. And to really make sure that is the case, we can print the type that A had and we see indeed it is a tuple. So what Python will do for us here in this case is that it will pack these values into a tuple and return it back. If we only have one variable here, it will become a tuple. But if we have a matching number of variables down here, it will be unpacked so each of them get one value. So this is a really useful technique because in other languages we would need to do this manually. We need to pack all these values into some sort of sequence, a list for example, and then return the list and then manually go through that list with the results down here. But in Python, the language will handle this for us behind the scenes. So this is very neat. So let's remove this and let's take a look at some other things here. Let's say now that I have a list of names. So let's have John, let's have Anna, let's have Peter, and let's have Sue. Let's say I want to go through this list now and just get the first letters of their names. I can do this in a for loop. Like this. What will happen now is that first it will return the first name John here, but as I have 2 variables here, first and the star rest, what will happen is that the first character J will end up in first and then all the others will end up in rest. So let's execute this and we can see that we get only the first letters. In this case, I could also, as I'm not interested in the rest, I can just add an underscore here after the star. And now Python will throw away the rest of the characters because I'm not interested in them. So I don't need a variable to hold them. So just throw them away and give me the first one. And of course, I could also get the last one. So what will happen now is that when I get Anna, for example, the A, the uppercase A, the first letter will end up in first, the N and N in the middle here will be thrown away, and then the last character, the lowercase a here, will end up in last. For Peter, the same thing. The uppercase P will end up in first, the E, T, and E will be thrown away, and the last R will end up in last. So as you can see, we get the first and the last letter for John, the first and the last letter for Anna, the first and the last for Peter, and the same thing with Sue. And finally, let's see what happens if I only have 2 characters in a name. We can see that it works for that too. It will take the first and the last, and the middle, that is nothing, will be thrown away. So that was some more unpacking, and we'll see you in the last and third of these. And that will be an introduction to an even more advanced technique that we will take a closer look. So see you again. Bye.